Hello everyone, my name is Shubhankar and welcome to my channel. This is one of the first videos which I'm creating, and this is related to uh, Microsoft Excel. So first of all, I want to tell you what will you not get from this video. You will not become an expert after watching this video, but what you will get is, if you are a beginner, you will get confidence to operate Microsoft Excel. So operation means that you will be comfortable in using the very basic operations in Excel, and things will not scare you up. So let's quickly go to Microsoft Excel, where I will introduce you to the basic features of Excel, and we'll divide this video in 4 basic portions, where I will introduce some basic tools, some basic operations, and basic tricks in Excel. Also, at the end of the video, I will tell you like how you can learn more about Excel. This is because it's a very huge software. You don't need to learn everything to start. You have to learn something so that you can start learning. So that is the very basic approach while we move into this particular video, that learn something to start. So that is the whole purpose of this video. So I will not waste much of your time, and let's quickly jump onto the Excel. So I will share my screen, Excel, and will quickly introduce to you what Excel is. So you will see this cellular format on a screen, where you will see this the sheet. This is known as sheet, which is Excel sheet. Now there are two basic dimensions in it. This particular dimension, which is horizontal in nature, is known as row. This particular dimension, which is vertical in nature, is known as column. So each column is represented by an alphabet. What happens if we go above Z here? So the alphabets then repeats in combination patterns. So also there is a limit to it. Okay, you can search on Google what is the limit for number of columns and number of rows, but it is more than sufficient, to be honest, for you usage. In terms of rows, the rows are numbered in numericals, English numericals, counting numericals, and also there is a limit. Now that limit is also quite high. Now this particular combination of any combination or intersection of row and column is known as cell. So every cell has a unique identity. Suppose I select this particular cell. Now this particular cell is represented by F6. It is the identifier to the cell. So every cell has a unique identity. So this is the very fundamental of Microsoft Excel. Now I will jump onto the basic crux of this particular video. So I have divided this videos in 4 different parts, so that whenever you are trying to learn Excel, you are not scared of anything. I also started learning Excel being scared, and the basic reason for being scared is because Excel sheets are so linked with each other. The cells are so linked with each other that changing one value and wrong formula can actually change everything in the sheet. And this is directly linked to financials most of the time. So that is the only concerning fear. So let's start, and I will introduce you only the very basic tools which will help you to learn Microsoft Excel and start learning in a manner that is corporate in nature. My other videos will tell you the importance of learning Excel, and all the other videos, many of the other videos which will be related to business and other operations, will tell you the importance of learning Excel, and will be referring this video. So let's quickly move on to the first option, that is basic tools. And first among them is coloring the cell. Now coloring the cell is one of the most important feature, because this is important to segregate information onto the sheet. So you will see different sheets where you wish to separate certain information in cells from one and another. So therefore this option is used for changing the colors of the cell, putting headings, and coloring it in a certain manner. So we'll use it somewhere, but as a operational how to do that, I will just show you. So clicking on any cell, and when you click on any cell, you just click on this particular can of color on the top and select the color which you wish to fill the cell with. Now, this is the way you can highlight any cell with the color of your choice and based on the level of segregation you want to produce in the sheet. Now, this is the first option, which let's put control that will undo this coloring, and I will leave this color cell as it is for future reference. The second option is text color. Now, text color is one of the most important feature, which is kind of similar to segregate the information. Sometimes you have to, suppose I want to color the text color the profit in a different color. I want to show it as a green. I want to show loss as red. So this particular option actually changes the color of the text inside the cell. So what we need to do is we need to select the cell, and on the top you will see this A with the underlined color. Now, this particular option gives you a variety of colors you want your text into. Suppose I want this text to be written in dark green color. Then I will select dark green, and my text will be colored as dark green. So anything I type in this particular cell after selecting the option will be coming into that particular color. Moving on to the third option. Now, this is the tool which is used kind of more often in Excel, because it gives you a easy way around formatting. Suppose I want to format this particular cell as something else. Suppose I want to format this cell and the font inside the cell and color inside the cell or heading inside the cell as something else. And for that, what we need to do is uh, so what we need to do is we just select the cell from which we need, which is the source of formatting, and we choose this particular option. Now, this particular paintbrush comes along the cursor, and whatever the selected, whatever the destination cell I want this formatting to be in, I select that cell as well. So you just saw that how the formatting is being copied from the this particular cell, which is B3, to the cell B5. Now, this is a very easy way. Not only the color, let's put Control Z and check for the other. Not only the color, but also the formatting in which a text is written can be copied. Now, you can extend this particular tool. I will put Control Z again. And suppose, because what is happening currently is I select this by selecting the source cell. And if I click on the destination cell, this brush just vanishes. And this vanish brush, now the function is not active. Now the tool is not active if I'm clicking onto the other cells. So to make the formatting or painter active on the other cells after one cell is selected, you just need to, suppose I want this as a source cell. I will double click on format painter. If I double click on format painter, then this particular option is valid for the other cells as well. So I can select other cells until I want. So then I will put I need to press escape button, and this option will now vanish. Let's put double Control Z so that all the changes which we made can be reversed. So this is how the first foundational stone of Excel is portrayed in this video. Now let's move on to the second foundation stone. The second foundation stone is not formulas, but a basic algebra. How do you put basic algebra and formulas in Microsoft Excel? Now, what we'll do here is I will put some headings on the top. Number 1, number 2, and results. Let's use all the tricks and tips, which let's color this cell to something. Let's color this cell to yellow, and let's color this text to dark green. And one more thing is let's format paint this by double clicking onto the other cells as well. So we have used all the three options on the top, and this is how things go. So suppose my first number is 6 and my second number is 3. Okay, I just entered directly. And I want to add these two cells using basic algebra. For now, what happens in Microsoft Excel is for inserting any of the formula you wish to, you have to start by equal to. You cannot put formula directly. You have to start from equal to. Whether it's a formula, whether it's basic algebra you want to use, you have to start it from equal to. That is the basic condition. Now, suppose I want to add these two numbers. I will select this. I will use plus sign on my keyboard, and then I will select the second number and I will hit enter. Now this is the first operation which we do. So this is quite easy, similar to what we do in our nursery or KG classes. You have to put, you can learn putting operations like this. This is not the most optimized way. This is not the most efficient way of doing things, but this is a way of starting things. This is the way of how people learn using formulas in Excel. I learned this way, and every master was once a beginner, so no worries, we will start from the basics. Okay, so let's move on to the second part of second algebraic operation here, that is subtraction. Let's put another two numbers here, 6 and 3, and similar to what we did above, we'll create a equal to sign. We'll select the first cell, we'll put negative sign on the keyboard, and we'll select the second cell and we'll hit enter. Now this gives you the third option. Just for the purpose of adding certain information, we can just place all the number in center alignment by clicking the middle button on the top here. So everything appears a bit symmetrical for you guys. Okay, let's move on to the third operation, that is the product. Now for the product, I will use again the same two numbers. What you will do is start by equal to, enter the first number, and now here it is not a cross sign as we use in our mathematical textbooks. In Excel, it more looks like an appear. The multiplication sign looks more like an asterisk or a star, which we use. So that is that particular asterisk you will find on above the numeric keyboard on your laptop, or you can find it on your keyboard. That is what I can say. And you will use this particular sign for the multiplication, and we'll choose the second number as it is. So in this way, and we'll hit enter, the product will be the multiplication of these two numbers. Okay. Moving on further, the division. The division will again use these two numbers that will give you the basic point of learning. We'll start with equal to, and we'll use the first number. Now here, this particular backslash option is backslash sign is known as a division, which we use anyway in our textbooks, but it is not a common signature. So we actually use this particular sign as a division in a very elementary mathematics. So I will just clear my annotations. This particular, so this is how we, but in the Excel, this backslash option is known as the division sign. And there are other options as well, where a quotient in the division can be reported separately, the remainder can be reported separately. For that, you need to use percentage as well. So that can be that are the things you can learn later, but at elementary level, this is for the division, which returns you the quotient. So let's select the other number. So C12 divided by D12 will give you the answer, the elementary mathematics for this, which is 2. Now we have covered the first two options for the basis of basic learning of Excel, so that you are not scared of learning Excel after this. It will give you a bit of confidence, like how to insert things, how to use formulas, how to color heading, how to change the color, how to use format painter in Excel. And I understand that we are not getting into the complex formula like H lookup, V lookup, or anything, variance or anything. You can learn it according to the requirement, and I will tell you at the end of the video. And for that, you have to keep watching this video till the end, that how to learn more on Excel. because if you keep watching other videos also, it will, nobody can learn everything on day one. It only comes from the usage of things. So let's move to the fourth part, as currency part. Suppose there's a number up here in the cell which I want to mention as $6. So suppose the number is mentioned as 6. I want to put a currency on that particular number. There are different methods of doing that, but the most easy method is just go onto the top and select the currency of use. So suppose I want to use a rupee signature, then I will select the rupee point. Now this particular number will automatically come um, in the decimal points as per the settings of Excel, which you can change. Go here and change. uh, that is a different part of the game itself, where things you can change it to less than one decimal or zero decimal, and it will appear accordingly. The shortcut method of doing this is here. You can change the decimal points here on the top by either reducing or increasing the same. So this is the additional thing which I have already taught you. So I mentioned the same here, that suppose a number is 6. I want to change it to into US dollars, and I want to change the number of decimal points here. Then I will just use these two options to increase or decrease according to the requirement. So these are the three foundation stones for getting into learning Excel, which will make you feel a bit confident that you might not do mistakes directly, and you can start learning things in Excel. The fourth and most important thing is learning how to create new sheets. So learning how to create new sheets is, suppose I have these two sheets and I want one more sheet where I can do other operations and want to name it as test for this time being. So suppose this particular plus option at the bottom will allow you to create a new sheet inside this particular workbook or file. So I will just click on this particular and a new sheet appears. How do I rename it? Just click on, right click on this particular name which is appearing at the bottom, and I will rename it to test, which we want it to be. What will happen if what will happen if I want to go, suppose you want to go back to the previous sheet in which you were working, you just need to select it like this at the bottom. How do I move the sheet from one position to other? You just need to left click, hold the left click, and you can just move it to any position you want. So this is how you can move the two sheets. So yes, we have completed this particular section, creating new sheets. We have learned how to move positions of sheets. Now let's go into the drag sheet, drag option, not drag sheet, sorry. So drag option is basically a kind of intelligent option or intelligent algorithm, which Excel provides you to understand and use at different positions. So suppose and it is very difficult to explain you, because uh, how this particular function is coded on the back end, but it is easy to show you that. So suppose I'm writing number 6 here, and I want this all the cells to be filled with number 6. So what should I do? Shall I type all the cells with number 6, number 6? So this is a kind of a tedious work. Now this particular this particular drag function allows you to fill the cells with a particular sequence. Now here the sequence is number 6 only. Now this can be used in a multiple manners, multiple ways. What those multiple ways are? Suppose I don't want number 6. I want certain arithmetic progression or other things in this particular sequence to be typed in. Suppose I want 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and carry on. So what I will do is I will select this particular all three numbers together, and I will use this right square, very small square, a dark colored square at the bottom, where my cursor changes its shape, and left click on it and drag it. Now this will give you the sequence ahead of this sequence. Now the same can be used for the I will show you another example as well. Suppose I want a table of 6. I will do the same thing. So this is how this drag function functions. There's a basic, we can call it as algorithm, which reads what is the logic between the different numbers mentioned up here, and will allow you to extend that sequence in both directions. So the same thing can be done on the row side as well. If I just want to fill in this particular row with number 6, this is the way. If I just want to fill this row with certain other sequence, like a table of 6 or multiples of 6, that is also a possibility in the similar fashion what we did at the bottom. So this was a very quick video showing you this. I hope you understand, and this video helps you to understand different foundational stones. We will not call it foundational stone anymore. These are the very basic functions in Excel, so that you can start learning Excel. For beginners, this is for beginners, so that they can feel more confident in learning. And why I started this particular channel with this particular video is because over the period of time, my background is in engineering, but over the period of time, I understood that Excel is one of the Microsoft Excel, and knowing how to operate it is one of the most fundamental skill in any corporate culture, any job. If you want to plan your business, you have to create a business model. uh, if you want to do financial planning for yourself, or personal finance, you have to create a certain tables which will require Microsoft Excel. So there's an endless application of Microsoft Excel, and it is a very simplistic way of automating the things. So I think everybody should learn it, and this particular video will help you to get into Microsoft Excel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we went through it very quickly. I apologize for that, but as per the limitations of the time for this video to be optimized, there's a particular length defined. So thank you so much for joining in. Please like, share, subscribe if you if this video helps you for in adding your knowledge, and giving you certain confidence to learn Excel. The last but not the least, how do I learn anything in Excel? Suppose you can just type in you can just type on Google that how to use addition formula in Excel. The first function will give you everything. So it will give you there's a lot of support you can find out, but whatever you want to do, you can just directly sum, you can directly search, and that is how you will learn. Whatever is required, just learn it. You don't need to learn everything, because perhaps you will not use it anytime in future, but learn what is required. That is the basic philosophy of learning anything. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy your day ahead, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much, and have a great time ahead. Stay subscribed to the channel. You will get more valuable features, like valuable videos like this, which will help you to build your careers, help you to build your personal finances better, help you to be a better human being with a better equipped tools. So thank you so much, and have a great day ahead.